Welcome to BAM, Badass Moms with Lori and Jenny. We are moms on a mission to share women's stories about life, fitness, aging, relationships, travel, and much more. Hello, friends, and thanks for listening. I just wanted to take a second to give you a quick reminder about subscribing to the show. If you have not already, just take a moment and do so. This will make sure that you never miss a daily bite or an upcoming episode. And in addition to that, if you have a few extra moments and like to drop us a review, we'd really appreciate it. And there's also a sponsor of the show located at the bottom of all of our episodes. Once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for being badass. Hello, friends, and welcome to today's Daily Bite. Today, I'm going to talk about something that I wouldn't have thought I'd be talking about, but I'm going to talk about getting a tooth pulled as an adult. So I am 43 years old. Unfortunately, I was not blessed with just a wonderful mouthful of teeth. I went through massive amounts of braces as a child. I had an expander. I've just always had a little mouth. I'm sure I had multiple teeth pulled. And, for braces, I feel like I had all the things for braces. I had springs. I had teeth that were like pulled down. I can't even recall it all. But due to all that brace work, I, in return, have had as an adult, a lot of gum recession, which pretty much sucks. Not only visually it kind of, is bothersome, but also it's just makes it more likely that you're going to have cavities and, more things are going to happen to your teeth. So anyways, a handful of years ago, I had a gum graft, which was not fun at all too. That's where they take, in many cases, the roof of your mouth. And then they harvest some of the skin up there and the gum to replace it over the teeth. Anyways, long story short, had that done. It was successful on most of the teeth. There was one tooth that it didn't take to very well and was still fairly recessed, which in return was making it very hard to, although I feel like I was very diligently brushing and using a water pick and all those things, still ended up getting a cavity. Okay, well, I've had tons of cavities in my life, no big deal. Have many times had it, fixed, but, due to it being so recessed, bottom line is, I did not end up winning the battle, and a couple weeks ago, I started to get a pretty bad toothache. Well, I've never had a toothache, right? And I'd heard oh, toothaches are so painful. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, a toothache. No, real deal. Some of the most intense pain and constant pain that I've felt in a really, really long time. Started off just a little bit of achy, and then it got so bad that I was just pretty much losing my mind, especially at night. It was the worst. So I finally, reached out to my dentist and, went in, and of course right away, she was like, yeah, this tooth, unfortunately, it needs to go. Not surprising. Obviously it's something in my mind. I knew it was going to have to happen and I knew it was going to be inevitable, but I wasn't quite prepared. But due to the pain, I was pretty much game to have that done. So a couple days later, I got into the periodontist, and, I have a lot of dental anxiety, but I've always, maybe because of all the brace work, been able to get through it, with enough numbing medication. Long story short, I got the tooth pulled. It went as good as it could have gone. They also at the time do a bone graft, right? Because then they have to rebuild the bone in the socket so that eventually I can have an implant. Whole thing is a really big process. It takes months. But the first step is done, which is great. If there is any good in this, I don't have a toothache anymore. I am missing a second to back molar, which is a little bit weird. But it's been very interesting, this psychological, I don't know. I feel like there's more to it than just getting a tooth pulled. I've definitely, it's like a loss, right? You never think as an adult you're just going to lose your teeth. I mean, they're not supposed to really leave your mouth, right? And it just reminds me, I think back to being a kid and losing teeth, and it was always a weird feeling. But as an adult, I feel like it's just oh my gosh. So I'm getting through it. It's all good. My point is that, although at times some things are very uncomfortable and you want to put them off, your body knows when it's time and you have to and need to get things done. And getting a tooth pulled as an adult, yeah, it sucks, but you know what? There's a lot of things in life that suck a lot worse. And at the end of the day, and probably less than a year, I'll have a nice, pretty implant in there, and life will be all good. But I just want to share, so if you have on tap any dentist appointments coming up, hopefully they're not to get your teeth pulled, but make sure that you make it a priority to take care of your mouth because it's really important. Obviously that we're teaching our kids to do a good job taking care of their teeth, but as adults, so we do the same. And obviously there's some things you just can't prevent, right? But good dental hygiene is so important, and we have such amazing dentists, periodontists, oral surgeons out there these days that can do a lot of amazing things. So very thankful for that. So today, I encourage you, if you haven't, book that dentist appointment. And if you've been very diligent about doing so, kudos to you. Until next time, keep being you and keep being badass.